the RollMaster chat thing, and I don't know how I did it.
What?
I have no idea how I managed to remove it, but anyway.
Nope. No, this one. This is probably gonna get copyrighted. Still, more joyful later.
You don't make my editing
So-
easy, do you?
So last session, you finished off the temple, gathering, finding some magical items. I think one at least. Then you traveled over the river. Nala almost fell into the river, having a bit of bath, able to flick herself up to the rope and over it anyway. Then at the when you make camp at the night, you got attacked by a swarm, or a couple of swarms of insects. While the rest of the party fought the swarms, Nalia said "fuck it" and curled into a ball, covering herself with a blanket, and running away when they started to crawl into her blanket. After the fight, you finish your long rest, and it's now morning.
Oh, can I make a con save to actually try to get up
Yes,
my...
you can.
Nice one.
You
Actually,
succeed.
Yes! I remembered something.
the
It's
DC wasn't
about
that high.
goddamn time you succeeded on that save.
That means you get your full HP.
Oh god, am I that quiet? Okay, I should boost myself. Jesus. Hello, 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 microphone. This is me when I am talking like this. Hello. Okay, I can be at 100%. How loud am I when I'm here? Yeah, I'm still not that bad. Okay, sick. Guys, can you say something loudly?
I can say something really fucking loudly.
Oh, fuck off.
I said loudly, not ass blast the microphone with everything you've got. Jesus.
I was not prepared for that one.
Yeah, I mean neither. Okay, I'm just
You're
trying to get...
welcome.
I'm just trying to get everyone to an equal level, so we're like all the same volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the rock binary.
Okay, should be all good.
No, I'm Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
You're not the rock, you're the sponge. There we
No,
go.
you're not the rock, you're gravel. Or something like that.
I'm the
Or something
pebble.
like that. Yeah, similar.
So waking up in the pre-dawn light, you see Leonard in turn looking a bit absent-minded.
Well, we were going back to the village, right?
We
Yeah,
were
we were.
indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to try a voice for Nala, wasn't I? Oh, Jesus.
Good luck with that one.
I'm just going to go on mute for a bit. Wait, I can't.
Don't forget
oh.
to meet the stream as well. So you start heading back, I'm guessing?
Yeah, gather up our things and try to head back.
Alright. Would one of me roll me a d8?
Yeah, a D8, right?
Yep. Sick. Well then. So you continue traveling. The rain from last day has stopped pouring down. You can see the sun gleaming through the leaves as you travel through the jungle. It's not really a track you're traveling through, it's just a bit further away from the trees right here. As you continue forward. And after about the half day passes, I'm guessing you should have a lunch as well, right? Or did you, if you didn't do that now, you should remove a ration as your breakfast.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're quite used to it right now. How about... Oh, can we get the map? The star and the river and...
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, nice.
There you go.
So where should
you
we
are
be?
about there, or you have been traveling, so you're soon close to the river. So you continue traveling?
Yeah, if there's nothing interesting on the way.
It is for the best.
Well, there are some creatures, like some. Well, I can't remember the name for it. Well, ape creatures swinging through the trees. Some birds.
Wait, which ape creature is named
No, like
Bird?
small apes.
Oh, like
Or-
chimpanzees or something.
More like what's they called? The ones with the really long tails.
Oh, lemurs.
Yeah, basically that size.
Oh.
Well, I'm guessing you're having an eye out all the time. So would one of you roll me a perception check?
Me, obviously. Have you seen my perception?
Yes.
It's literally 12.
Could have been worse.
As you're wandering closer to the river, DM is pulling up a map. You start hear some squeaking sounds. You're not. Well, Nala,
Yeah.
roll me a his.
History check.
No, not history. The survival.
Survival. Okay, that's a lot nicer. 11. Wow. Okay, well, we got the low rolls out the way.
You can't really remember what the sounds are coming from. Never heard this creature before.
I have a really strong inkling we're going to experience some small frogs. That laugh might have just confirmed things.
Why frogs?
You don't want to know why frogs. Well, let's just say Binary has a history of attempting to kill players.
Yeah, I got that from. I talked to Rama before we
I
were
would
playing, and he
never.
said, "Well, I hope you survive the first encounter."
Yeah, literally.
I would never.
No! Oh, you would never do something like that.
No.
Because I haven't been close to death like 3 times already.
Nala's going to be very precautionary. Hey Jade, that just joined the chat. Nala's going to be very precautionary and just advise the group around the area that she's heard the squeaking from.
Right. You can roll me another perception. Is everyone looking out? You have advantage because everyone is looking.
Oh, hell yeah. Man, it's perception with a +6. 21!
From
Nice
an
one.
area towards your left, so to the east, you see a cluster of bushes and trees around the wetland area,
Yeah.
and you see some colorful spots peeking in and out. Like you see it and then it's gone.
Is that the area that we're trying to steer around?
Well, it's kind of in front of you, but it's still towards like the river.
We need to cross the river, don't we?
Yes. It's about 40 feet away.
What's your
Then-
best guess?
I do not know what we should do next. The way forward seems to be the only way.
I
Do I
may
need for my
have an
phone?
idea. How about we send Leonard in first?
But in my head, I was just like imagining both characters turning to look at Leonard, and he's just standing there smiling, his eyes facing different directions, hands at his sides.
Well, if you're silent, you
Jade!
agree, so
Every time Jade's watched the stream, she's donated.
Oh, thank you, Jade.
oh,
Thank you. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna have to put.
Oh, no! I have an even better idea. How about one of us, not saying who, but one of us, could climb up on Leonard's shoulders and like lead him the way.
I think that had best be you.
But you have a spear.
It's not exceptionally long, that's why it deals 1d8 damage with one-handed attacks.
Oh. Oh, not at all meta there.
Right. It's not like it's not a spear as in like a pike. It's a spear as in. Oh god! Wait! Whoa! Can you not? Sorry. I was getting an advert on Twitch. And I
What?
was looking at our own channel.
Oh.
What?
I looked at our own channel on Twitch and it started an advert with the volume and everything. The spear's not like a 10-foot long spear. It's like 4
Layton,
foot or 5 foot long spear.
Bird just got another dice.
It did. Oh. No sound came through. The bird didn't get another dice. What are you saying?
He wrote it in the chat.
It could be that he only gives dice to
King Heather. Right. We actually made a guide down the bottom of this page. So if you're watching the stream, just underneath the stream, there should be a little link next to the subtitle "Spending Hero Points" that shows you how to spend hero points even if you're on mobile.
Neat.
So if you want to take a look at that, it's a GIF. So I presume your device can play GIFs. I didn't know what format would be best for tablets and phones and all that. But if that's all good, then that should be a thing. Also, Binary,
Yes.
we need to set something up after the stream is over. I'll make a note of it here.
So you're gonna let Leonard go first with someone on his shoulders?
I suppose I have no arrows. I could not go first.
Just
so
a bit
English.
out of the game question, but would
Yes.
it be animal handling or?
To right, Leonard.
Yeah.
I think that would be persuasion.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Would you want to persuade him?
I
You
do
have a
need to
tail.
persuade
Clearly,
him.
your balance would be better.
No, I'm just kidding. I can go first. I don't want Leonard's maker's rage when he gets back.
Turn is gonna cast the mage armor on himself. And from the little bushel.
Yeah.
A small dart flies toward.
Did you say darts?
Dart. One small dart.
You know,
Towards Nephi.
Yeah.
It bounces off your left horn.
Well, I'll be damned. You know, we could see that roll.
Yeah, I know the first one. That was just to determine which one of you got.
Can I see where the dart came from?
You saw a leaf move inside of the bush as the.
Then I would immediately point out that direction.
Okay.
The dart came
You do
from
so.
over there.
I'd be even
Everybody.
more cautious.
Get down, and Nala takes the dodge action, if that's a thing I can do.
Okay, roll me a defense roll with advantage. As you point, another dart comes flying. You see a red frog with a little.
Really glad I said
The
this, because
blowpipe
otherwise it would have
shoots
been
at
a
you.
6, so I'm sitting here proudly sipping from my beer with a 22.
What would I know about these frogs?
Roll me a nature check.
Oh.
Oh!
Hey!
You have never met these creatures before, but you have heard about them and read about them. They are very territorial, and they are very poisonous.
Poisonous or venomous?
Poisonous.
Poisonous. Oh, and there went my plan, becoming an alligator.
Alligator.
I'll cast. I think I'll cast Shalila on my
Okay.
quarterstaff, and then get ready. If I see anything move, I will try to whack it.
Nala, would you make me another? Shit. Ah, I wanna sneeze. I'm not.
No, please don't make him a shit.
I can't. Oh, jeez. Why? Stupid sneeze wouldn't sneeze. Nala, another defense roll. You still have advantage.
Mjolnir's sucking your dick in the chat. 18.
Yeah, that saves. As another little dart comes flying, you lift your spear and it embeds itself in the wood. Well, it's more like a dink. Imagine someone throwing a toothpick at you, but really fucking fast.
Wait, a toothpick, but really fucking hard.
Fast.
But really fucking. Oh, okay.
Say needle then.
High speed toothpick action.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just imagine the little frogs with the dentist hats and dentist coats.
What hats do dentists wear?
Well, you know, like
Like a tooth?
no, in cartoons we get these like headband with a light on it.
Oh. As you're standing there, you hear a little voice going, I am not and then all plants around you starts to grow really fast. All
Was I
around you.
supposed to understand those words?
Thicker.
That sounded almost
No.
English.
No, you were not supposed to understand this
Okay.
one. That was not English.
I am a
That was
honey.
frog.
Could be frog Latin.
It sounded like I am a
Frog
honey.
I am a honey. I am a honey.
I'll try to.
Oh
dodge
no!
away.
Mjolnir's pulling threats in the channel now. No,
What?
I can't be having this. I'm having
Wait,
to
what?
sit here like
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh, no.
Yeah, you shouldn't use the D word. You should say penis.
What should I say? Sorry.
Penis
Instead of what?
instead of dick.
Oh, what?
You say it in such a clinical way. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. Oh.
Well, it's better than in Swedish, at least.
Yeah. From the little grove, you see a fast-moving object flying upwards and out, and in front of you stands. Wait, I wonder if you can see this if I do this.
Is it a toothpick?
Can you see that?
No.
The green. No, wait. No.
I'm pretty sure what he's trying to do is zoom in on a map on a different page.
Yeah, I was gonna do that. I know it didn't work. Let me do this. Shit.
Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Shit.
Let's go.
No,
What?
I deleted everything.
What? Oh, you weren't kidding.
For a split second there, the background was white, and I thought when you
Yeah.
said everything, you meant everything.
You see in front of you a fat little frog with what looks like a.
Oh,
Now, this is not said by Nala, but I've met that little fucker before, and he's a little fucking shit.
And you hear a little.
right. Is he the size of an acorn?
That is a really big acorn. He's about the size of a foot. He's about a foot tall.
Okay.
And the green area, the green stuff, that's the big bush.
Okay. Do they travel in groups?
Like I said, they're very territorial, and you saw, or I think you saw a red one, or was it Nala? A red one before. That one is green.
Oh, it was Nala, but if it's that territorial, we should just back off and try to circulate what we would assume was his territory.
We only need to cross the river. It doesn't matter if it's here or there. So yes, we should.
Exactly. And then if that doesn't work, just send in the marks.
Send in the mark.
Yeah, marks, as in Leonard and Tyrion.
Why are they called marks now?
Oh no, that's just what I've learned when people aren't present.
Sorry,
for...
but I'm gonna need to move you for a second.
Why are you French? I don't know why, but just marked, as in he's marked, he's not here. So I just call them marks.
I googled Mark AFK and it came up with a Facebook person.
I wasn't prepared for that one. It
Yeah,
was
me neither.
actually Kenneth who taught me that one. I think it was Kenneth.
So you're gonna just go around?
We'll try to go around at least.
Okay.
And if that little bugger throws another toothpick, I will try to whack it away.
The toothpick or the little fucker?
Just use your imagination. I don't care which one.
Preferably both in one foul swoop.
Yeah, I could actually use my tail for it. Oh, now that would be an diversion.
What would?
If I think baseball, I'll take up my quarterstaff and prepare quite the punch, and then just with the tail.
Oh.
So,
Oh, damn. Okay, so Mjolnir said that in the show The Gamers, there's a guy called Mark who's never present. And that's why people
Oh.
call the people that are away Marks.
I did
Oh,
not know that.
thank you, Mjolnir.
Okay.
Now I know why I've learned it.
So, yep, you start basically just going around. See? You hear you see, as you I guess you back right, and as you do, you see the fucker that stands in front of you raise his little club and go.
It's a victory chant.
Yes, and you see and you hear from the bush as well other frog voices going.
I can just
And you
see
see
the
one
smirk on
little,
his face.
Toothpick throwing towards you, but landing short.
I have never wanted to punch something as much as I like now in my whole life.
I very much agree with that. Those little fucking
Leighton.
shits.
Leighton, what
I will
happens
kill
when you
them all.
punch them?
What happens when you punch them?
Ha.
Oh, it's
You
like
don't get poisoned.
No, sure you don't.
Is it like in The Princess and the Frog? But if you punch them, they turn into prince.
No, it's like in the bubonic plague where if you touch them, you die.
Oh, so it's like
the most hilarious part about it, though, you met them before, paladins have a beautiful ability to remove poison. They had a paladin in the group that didn't use his ability.
So we had this really long discussion with the paladin about how he needs to learn his abilities. And the next session, he forgot his abilities. And the most recently, in the most recent session, he forgot his abilities.
All right, you travel. This river is a bit more shallow. Oh, that's why.
I just want to give a shout out to Womble Has a Tiny Cock, because Soviet Womble has a very tiny cock.
what?
What?
There's a guy in the chat.
What
so,
is that prevalent?
There's a guy in the chat. Womble Has a Tiny Cock.
Oh. Such a beautiful name.
It is a beautiful name, and it is very important that people know.
So yeah, you guys continue traveling. This river is a bit more shallow. I was about to say.
Binary.
Yes.
I don't think they can, but Mjolnir's asking, can druids cure poison in 5e?
With spells,
Good question.
not innate ability.
What spells would they be?
The regular ones. Name. Clerics get it as well. It's like level 4 spell, I think. Less restoration.
Yeah, yeah. Does that cure poison?
But paladins have a lay on. They can lay on themselves.
Yeah, it's
so
lesser restoration cures poison.
poison and other bad effects.
Yeah. Cure one disease or one condition, being blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Nice.
But paladins also have their lay on hands, so they can lay on people, and they spend 5 hate. They spend 5 points of their health pool. They can remove poison effects.
I
They
hate
can,
when
and they can lay on themselves as well.
I hate when I'm almost dead and then a paladin comes and just lays on me.
Well, they can lay on themselves. So.
Oh, we have druids actually have protection from poison as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, they have some spells that help them.
Interesting.
That was a pretty good question. I didn't actually know.
So
Yeah,
Good one,
sorry
Connor.
sorry for the interruption, though.
This river is not as fast as the other one, but it's about thigh deep, and it's going past at a reasonable speed. But you have crossed it before.
How did
We
we cross
shouldn't
it
have
last
any
time?
problem.
Sorry?
How did we cross it last time?
You just walked over it, like through it.
Then
Compared
let's
to the
attempt
other one,
same
this
thing.
one is quite slow moving.
Yeah, let's. Okay, let us cross.
Okay.
And Nala goes ahead.
Would you roll me on a d8?
A D8. Ah, one of those.
I would
But,
say be
2.
careful for the water, but
Be careful for the water.
don't trip.
You start crossing the river. Nala, as you're walking through the river, you feel something touch your leg, and nothing happens. Something bumps against you, and you quickly cross over, and nothing.
Be careful on the way. There's something in the water. And watch
You
out for
heard-
those two. Their eyes are a bit funny at the moment.
They cross the river without a problem. Well, turn stumbling a bit, but it looks like he's looking like into the distance. Eyes far away.
Tian,
So
Tian,
It's just
you really need to
regular.
focus.
He looks at you blank faced.
Nala looks at Nafai, like shrugs and shakes her head.
well, we shouldn't be so surprised.
Well, come
I
on,
mean, it's-
get across the river. I cannot hear you from over there. Come on.
I cross.
Yeah, you
No,
cross.
try my
Sorry, you try your best.
to not slip.
Yeah, it's a bit slippery. You almost lose your grip once, but you manage to cross, and the two people behind you follow in a daze.
So I'm almost curious to just see if I can roll a luck roll and see what happens, but I shouldn't
Oh, do you
take
wanna
that
roll luck?
risk.
No, that's
No.
what the D8 is
No,
for. Or that is the encounter roll.
So we cross the river.
Cross river, and you start heading towards the home to the village.
Yeah.
It takes you almost the whole rest of the day. It's starting to get a bit darker as you get there. You see the fires from the cook fires, some torches up. Right, give me 1 second actually. I need to open up my. Okay, no, not yet. Okay. You see people preparing a lot of food and seems to put up campfires without lighting them.
What was the name of our
Colgan?
Colgan? Yeah. I can't remember his name. I just remember the bird.
Yeah. Bird. Speaking of the bird, you see the bird fluttering from the edge of the jungle towards the tent.
We should go and speak to him quickly before the gorilla or shapeshifter or whatever gets too far off.
Okay. Yeah, you start heading towards the tent. You see people seems to be preparing for something. Putting up colorful cloths and stuff around the huts.
Come on, says Nala, and she heads towards Colgan's tent.
Colgan.
Colgan's tent. I was
Right.
getting there. Guys are so
1
harsh.
hour later.
It took me about 10 seconds.
Yeah,
you had
I'm
to
actually
send,
quite surprised since we said his name. I asked for his name like 10 seconds before.
Yeah,
phased
that's
out.
why.
No, sorry, I was adjusting the color of something on the stream overlay, so my brain just couldn't hear anything.
You head towards the tent and you see a sliver of smoke coming from the top of the flap.
Nala pulls back the flap of the tent and steps inside.
Yeah. You see Colgan sitting there. In front of him, he has the etchings you have brought in last time.
Yeah.
A small, about 3 inches tall obelisk in front of him, and a lot of other parchment all around, and a lot of writing on it.
Have you found anything?
Oh, hello. He stretches out his hand and he pets his little bird, who starts to play the pan flute.
We have this for you, says Nala. She reaches around her back pocket, pulls out the naughty dagger, and places it in front of him. It keeps asking for blood. It is really fucking annoying.
Wait,
You see
so it's actually talking to you?
Yes.
I
Yes.
just thought you were crazy.
I am better than that.
Fine, roll me an insight check.
Yeah, well,
You-
yeah.
She definitely believes that you talk to the dagger. 100%.
Well, I talked to Turin and he agreed with me.
That she was crazy or that the dagger talked?
that Nala was crazy.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Ah! Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but it was out of the game. It was before he
Yeah, I
touched
realized.
the dagger.
I am not crazy.
A wide-eyed
Oh,
look at
okay.
You have to believe me. I'm not crazy.
Sure. Yeah, you're not crazy. I'm just gonna step out for a moment.
Good. And think about what I have said.
Smile and wait. Yeah.
You see Colgan place his hand on the dagger, mumble a few words, and you see a slight glow from his hand as he closes his eyes for a second. And he goes, well, if it could be that it has a mind, or it's just a pre-recording of some sort. You see him take a small vial of red liquid and drips a drop of it onto the dagger. And you see the dagger glow for a second, and then quite strongly, and then fade into this lighter red glow. And he places it to the side.
I'm still not sure what's actually going on, but I'll guess I have to. Accept the view of a dagger talking and demanding red liquid.
Roll me insight on that. It's probably blood.
Yeah, I got that.
I just had an image in my head of the dagger, like, give me ketchup. I need red paint too.
the
Anything
blood.
red.
The blood as it dripped onto the blade gets
Oh,
sucked into the blade as well.
you know what would be hilarious? The dagger actually demanding blood, but was allergic to red.
We need to go and find a goblin.
But actually, I have a cousin that and an aunt that was allergic to the substance red.
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking. Yeah, she had to
Ethan,
buy.
roll me a wisdom save or be gobsmacked.
Yeah, she had
Can
to
I
buy.
choose
She
to
had
fail?
to buy yellow.
Yeah, you can choose to fail.
And she had to buy yellow tomatoes and so everything. She couldn't eat red. Totally true.
Okay.
How do you can't... At what point of eating things do you identify that the only things you're allergic to are red?
I don't know. Well, it could be one of those cases because I got a friend who he's allergic to everything, and the way that he knows he's allergic is that his mother says, "Oh, well, you had a tummy ache and you ate this thing. Oh, you must be allergic then." And it could be something like that. But she actually, we tried it. We blind tested, and she actually had a tummy ache after she had eaten red ketchup instead of the yellow one. So there may be something to it, or it's just, I don't know, placebo.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I can taste the red in this.
I can taste the rainbow.
I was working on this thing. He points towards the little obelisk. Trying to remove remake it without the corruption. It's a shield of sorts.
Oh.
Not sure what it shields, though, yet.
If that is the case, there's probably something that lies in the center of the pentagram that we are working around.
Well, I'm not sure how useful it will be, but it might help. And he slide it towards you guys.
Wait, so it shields. Could it be?
So
that
wait. This item, where did we get it from?
He has made a little obelisk of stone and is carving in it.
Didn't we give him one though?
No, you gave him the etchings of the big obelisk.
That okay? Yeah, got you. Okay, sorry.
Wait, are we sure that this obelisk will actually shield us from an outside force, and it's not one of the obelisks that keeps force within?
Not sure. I'm not even sure that the thing works.
So you want to give us something that may or may not work for what?
Well, it doesn't shield against bees. Haven't met any undead. And there's other beings that are more dangerous than just puppets.
Right. Nala gives a sideways glance to Nafai and slightly creases her eyes, pulls a minor frown and shakes her head like she doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Well, I guess if you don't know what it does and what it shields from, there's only one way to find out, and that's to test it.
Agreed.
Nala's eyes go wide. She bobs her head left and right. Who's the way to test it? And then...
Yeah. Well, I was actually going to ask Culligan to do the honors.
Well, I can activate it. He places it on. He goes outside to the where it's like solid ground and places it down, and says a word that reverberates in there a bit, and you see the little runes starts to glow.
Interesting.
Congratulations, you've made a nightlight.
Well, aren't you a cheeky bastard today?
Well, if you come here, he takes Nala's hand. If you let him.
She lets him, but she has an extremely angry expression on her face.
And he passes about about 10 foot away from the little the obelisk. He takes your hand and moves it through the air, and you feel almost like you're passing through like some water, and then when you pass it, it's gone. See.
Wait a minute, we've experienced this already. Something stopped Tin.
Oh, right.
And there was a creature nearby. What did we decide it was? A fiend?
The dog. The
The dog
Or did he-
the man at the bottom of the steps, the
yeah,
creature.
yeah. It was either a shield or something to keep the nightmarish dog inside, or the shape-shifting man outside.
Mm.
Well, it was activated by some runes, and it froze Turin solid in his step.
What is it? That has to be some powerful. Do you remember how the runes look?
You
Turin,
would have to
what do you
confer to
say?
Tin for that. I'm out of character, gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Roll.
Have you heard anything more from Oni?
No, I don't know where he is. Why? Why?
X said W P Q.
What?
Yeah, he said why.
Why? Oni-chan.
I feel the my humor is a bit useless at the moment.
Why?
I don't know. It's just this. It's times like these that I miss Kenneth,
Yeah.
because he understands me. He understands my struggle to make puns in English.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. It's really hard sometimes.
Well, bear with me.
How many times have we done that one now?
Too
I
many
need to-
times.
Yeah, I need to learn some new bear puns.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Well,
close. I was close to say, oh well, it's Paulus. But that wasn't.
Well, I don't know if you have the right to bear that type of arms.
Oh, well, that was a good one. That was a good one. Well, you could say that we're quite the polar opposites, you and I.
Well, that barely scratched the surface.
Oh.
Oh, if Lane was here, he's gonna cringe so much.
He's gonna feel the atmosphere when he comes back. Oh, that's. Yeah, I know. That was such a low one.
Oh.
It's bear with me. It's the best I can do.
Well, the bear with me one is so good though,
Yeah, it's classic.
and barely.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm not sure you're qualified to do anything like this.
Well, I like that in Swedish it's easier because then you have ram as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And for you that don't know Swedish, that basically is the front paws of a bear in Swedish is ram, not just front claw.
Guess who's back?
Bear?
Yeah.
Oh! Leighton could have done a very, very not a good pun, but it could have
Okay.
been like, oh, first.
So I got back and immediately dropped bolognese on my floor. I'll be back in a sec.
What is this, Leighton? I want to hear her die.
I want to hear her die.
Everyone wants to hear her die. I
Yeah,
think Nala wants to hear her die. She doesn't have one.
Can't you be like Oprah or something like this?
You get a hero die. You get a hero die.
Oh.
Everyone gets a hero.
Well, yeah, Nala could actually use a hero
Well,
die.
I am like the DM, so I can like mess with them. Wouldn't that be fun?
But you already have a D12.
I have returned
know.
another time.
Leighton, you need to sell yourself for hero die. Jay has one to give.
Yeah, start whoring.
I can't send cleavage pictures. Hi, my name's Leighton. I like to drop bolognese on the floor.
If you had an extra hero die, he might use it for his deck save so he doesn't drop it again.
Yeah.
He does not understand how to make good bear puns.
He doesn't appreciate a good pun. That's the thing.
How could
He barely
you do this
understands
to me,
them.
Louise? You're tearing me apart.
What?
It's a
I didn't
reference.
do
I watched the
nothing.
film yesterday. Hey! It was a reference. Relax.
Which movie? Which film?
The Room.
Leighton wins.
Oh, I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, I had another thing. Colgan turns around to Nala.
Hey,
there.
the mention of The Room won. Oh, I'm so happy. That's great.
Did you get that, Leighton?
Huh?
Colgan turns to you and goes, "Oh, I had another thing," and goes back into the tent. And you hear some rustling, some items being pushed over. And after a couple seconds, he comes out with a necklace with a yellow stone shaped like an eye. Here you are.
Illuminati.
Oh, yeah. Hero die. And what is it he's holding? Sorry, a stone.
It's a necklace with a yellow stone pendant shaped like an eye.
What does it do?
Well, if you say Lumi, oh shit, and you see the thing light up quite bright.
What does that do?
Well, gives you light in darkness.
I could do with that.
Oh.
He hands it over to you.
Nala puts it on.
Well, I'll be
Oh,
damned.
And just say, what's it again? He goes back into his little hut. You hear some paper rustling, and he goes out. Well, just take a grip on it and say, damn it, this is some obscure words. Tort. You don't need to remember this. You can just say activate. Use
I want to
the
remember it. It's
words.
fun.
Oh.
Writing it down.
There you go.
I'm guessing after we had the talk with Colgan that we try to get some sleep.
All right.
And actually sleep in a real bed this night.
Yep. You head to each of your like small tents that are set up, and take a nap.
And before we start on the next day, I'm guessing we will restock on healing kits and rations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Leonard wanted to get his armor repaired. So did Nala.
Oh, right.
And you want a new spear, right? Or fix your spear?
Mm-hmm. Repair the spear. And, do we still have Tormuk to the thirsty boy? Or no?
That one was on the table. If it's slightly glowing now. Do you wanna?
No, she's gonna
Ask
ask
Golden
about it. So this
Right.
dagger, what do you think it is? What is it?
Well, he turns around to it again and says the same words again. And oh, well, it takes the strength of the creature you cut and gives it to you.
What if I cut myself with it then?
Don't think it would work. That wasn't my blood.
It sounds weird.
What does?
The dagger, why does it do that?
Out of out of game. You can use. Let's see. What did I write? Give me 1 second. Oh wait, yeah. You have. It's a +1 dagger to attack and damage. When you kill a creature that can bleed, it gains 1 charge of a maximum of 1. You can use a bonus action to expend a charge, letting you roll a hit die, healing yourself.
Oh my god. Was that when you hit a creature, or when you kill a creature?
Kill a creature
That could bleed.
that can bleed.
Does it have to be red blood?
No.
How would he explain this?
How do you explain that you need to use a bonus action to heal?
Yeah, I suppose he already did, didn't he? Okay, but why
Yeah.
did it talk?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Work
Maybe
out
it's,
why.
Okay, he takes the dagger, sits down, and shuffles away the papers from that he used on the little obelisk and starts writing, basically, and casting spells over the dagger and writing it down and doing all that stuff.
I have things
you
I
just
need to
waiting
do. I
now?
will be back in an hour.
All right. Where you
And
go?
with that, she abruptly leaves.
Yep.
That's odd.
Playing characters with minus numbers in charisma is really difficult to do. You have to feel awkward at all times. If you don't feel awkward, you're doing it wrong.
But charisma isn't just how you speak, it's the impression you give out.
Did I
So you
give off
could
a
have
good
a
impression there? Because I was getting a feeling it was really bad.
Yeah, but you could actually give a good impression, but just not rememberable.
True,
So it's
but I have the
having
lowest
high
charisma
charisma-
I could have possibly had with point buy system.
Having high charisma, although it's easier to be can't remember the
Inconspicuous.
word. inconspicuous.
Sure. If you think it's awkward to try to play a character with high or low charisma, try to play a character with high or low intelligence.
Oh my god, playing a character with really high or really low intelligence is so hard. Well, it's
Yeah.
easier to play low intelligence characters than high intelligence.
Yeah, because you can't fake your own intelligence.
No.
Yeah, you can. You just
Like-
got to make believe, guys.
Like playing a dragon with like 24 int.
Yeah, you just have to tell the players he comes up with a way to beat you.
Well, that's just boring.
Yeah, and how do you explain that in game?
He takes 3 actions on his turn.
And try to explain it. That's his bad guy monologue, right there.
No,
This
no, no.
is
He doesn't tell a monologue. He's ascended beyond.
monologues. He just kills you.
His intelligence let him predict where it would be that you are. So he left you notes along the way, and that was his monologue.
So his monologue was a chain letter.
Yeah,
So he's just a pen pal.
he is a pen pal. The pen pal of doom.
Oh, wait, but how can a dragon write a letter? Does it dictate it? Does it
dragons
have
can
like
cast
a
magic.
quite goblin assistant or something that can?
It would be kobold.
Oh. Oh, I just had an awfully hilarious vision with
See, it's sort of
like
cute in my mind. Like the dragon's just really excited about his monologue finally getting written, and there's a kobold there panicking every time he spells something wrong, but just leaving it in there anyway.
Like, look, every time he spells something wrong, he looks up to the dragon and hoping that the dragon it can't see that small text.
Yeah.
Like shit. I can't. It's ink. I can't. Shit.
Oh, he could actually get one of those typewriters, and when you make one mistake, you have to go back and like tick, 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 tick.
Oh my god, no, I'm spelling a dragon with really big close, like dink.
Oh, that's funny.
So Nala, where are you going?
Spear repair and armor repair. Whoop whoop.
Okay. You go. Well, where would you go?
Anywhere that it sounds like there's the chinking of metal. That fails. Well, I presume we're in like a minor village, right?
It's. How should I explain? There's more huts than houses.
Well, I'm looking for
What type of armor do you have? Don't you have leather?
studded leather.
Studded leather. Okay.
I'm pretty sure though Nala can maintain her spear herself, right?
Yeah, you would just need a replacement for the tip. So.
But where am I going to find one of those? You haven't even explained the village, Binary. Explain the fucking village.
The village is there's 3 like main avenues. Well, I wouldn't say road. It's more like walkways. Around there's the bigger like cooking tent, where you ate food before. There's the hut where the herbalists were. There are multiple like drying stands for leather and drying fish and flesh over fires.
Okay.
Towards the southeast, there's like a road or trail leading in. That's where you came from originally.
And you said there was a place with leather drying racks? Or fish drying racks?
Yeah.
Because I heard fish and leather in
both.
the same sentence. Okay.
Yeah, that was like they're quite close to each other. Like there's an area where the things are dried and
Nala
being
approaches
dried.
where the leather drying rack is and looks for someone nearby. that is standing around, not, coming and going.
You see an old man sitting on his haunches, scraping a stone against a piece of leather that is stretched in a frame of wood.
You there, you work leather.
Yes!
Mine,
Yes, I
she
do.
says, gesturing to her own studded leather, has come into contact with something corrosive recently. Can you fix it? That was me. Sorry.
Can I fix it? Yes! Sorry. Uh, he stands up. You can hear his knees popping. He hobbles towards you and takes a look over it. Well, it would take a... Well, tomorrow is the festival. Maybe the next day.
No, I need it tomorrow.
Do you have something to trade?
I have this. She pulls out the cylindrical key they have from the cave. It is a key to a mystical cave. They say many wonders lie inside and it is hidden somewhere within the jungle.
Bah! What will I need for key to a place I will never reach?
Nah. Alternatively, I have gold. Get this done by tomorrow. I will give you 3.
Say 4 and it's done early in the morning.
4 is a ridiculous amount.
Well, can you fix it yourself then?
I cannot fix it myself, but I could buy an entirely new set for 10.
Fine.
Good.
You hand him the armor?
I do. I hand him the armor and the 3 gold.
Alright. He goes back to his work area where the rack was and starts to basically pop off the eroded pieces of metal.
Oh, the entire time I was sitting there, my finger just ready to roll. And you just didn't ask for it. I was like, woo! I have no idea what the price for studded leather is. I just said 10.
Well, also keep in mind they don't really use gold for they would travel quite a bit to be able to use coin to buy things or use.
Maybe they need them for their USB cables. Who knows? But right now, Nala's just satisfied. She feels like she's achieved something. So, but that was a lie. I'm satisfied. I feel like I've achieved something.
All right. Nafai, what you doing?
I don't do so much actually. Just get some rations. Get a charge for the healing kits. Walk around. I'd like to know more about the festival and stuff like that.
Roll me investigation check.
Investigation. I'm not gonna go around with the coat and talk like Sherlock. I'm just gonna ask.
Bubbly pipe. Oh, you guys can ask.
Yes!
Roll me persuasion as well then.
Well, that's
Uh,
better.
You start talking to a kid, quite young, and he goes, "We're gonna send food into the jungle."
Why?
I don't know. We take like a goat and put stuff on it and send it into there. He points towards the jungle. We do it every year.
In which direction is it?
Towards
Oh,
the
fuck!
north.
I forgot to get the spear sorted.
You can have your time later.
Yeah, I realised. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I try to question the little boy more about their rituals and traditions and such on. But if I don't feel that I get something out of it, I will try to step back.
He starts talking a lot of like pleasing the spirits of the jungle, helping make sure that the hunters come back up while they're hunting, keeping the village safe.
Oh, the normal superstition.
He mentions a couple spirits by name. He mentions Merivek, Tudnik, and Ugdga.
Okay.
Could you roll me? What languages do you speak?
Oh, not that many. Let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I should. I speak Common, Druidic, Infernal, and I don't know why it says, but it says Hermit, so I'm not sure if that's actually a language.
Oh, that's from Hermit. Leighton, why are you on YouTube?
I realised that I was streaming like 3 seconds after, okay? I just wanted to see the picture of his finished sword. That was it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, you're also watching it? Yeah.
I feel really bad that I did this, because it's like the first time I've done it.
So, Common, Druidic, and Infernal.
Well, I would guess you would speak Boshan. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to talk to the kid.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
In Druidic actually, Merwek means lonely man, or well, the basically lonely man, outcast. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. With that, I feel a bit satisfactory, and I'll just stroll off, not actually having a plan or something like that.
Yeah, the kid waves a bye to you.
Yeah.
You're gonna fix your spear?
Absolutely, yes.
No, I just wanted to remind you that Leonard would fix his armor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep, you're gonna fix your spear?
She'd probably stick with Leonard to do the talking, honestly. Because he's getting metalwork redone on his armor, right?
Yes.
So she'd just stay with him and get a metal spear tip.
Okay. He goes back to where, like, all your items are sorted. Like one of the tents where you find like rations and stuff.
Yeah.
And start rooting around. Are you helping him?
Of course.
Okay, roll me an investigation with advantage.
Investigation with I was just checking other tabs to find my own investigation score. When it was already open. I have no idea why. 18.
You find well a dagger that could fit the bell if you like took away the handle, and it's a regular wood handle. Just break that off and put the tang into the wood you already have, and you help Leonard find a new breastplate or the breastpiece for his armor.
Great, that's all the job's done, isn't it? Just like that.
Yep.
Okay, sick. And after that, Nala, has it been about an hour?
Almost a bit more. It's been like
That's fine. That's
1.5
fine.
hours.
She's gonna go back to I nearly called him Keysteak. She's gonna go back to Colgan.
Keysteak. Why do I remember that name though? Keysteak. Is that from
The island.
Island?
The first time I killed one of your characters.
Oh yeah, that bastard.
Anyway, Nala goes back to Colgan.
Right, he sits there with the dagger. It's now floating half a foot off the table, with a lattice work of runes floating around it. And you see his he looks quite focused.
Bloody hell, I tell him I will be an hour and there he is, drawing things in the sky. She turns around and walks back out the tent. Oh, I cannot be bothered with this, always with the magic users.
Why are you Russian suddenly?
It's not meant to be Russian, okay? It's just meant to be... I'm not sure what it's meant to be. I thought that if it was Russian, it would be a bit more like this. Always with the magic users.
It's more a bit Jamaican.
Is it?
Yeah, thanks. Was.
How does Jamaican sound?
Don't know.
Baling there.
It's always with the magic users. I have no idea what this accent is.
That is
That's not
definitely
Jamaican.
not Jamaican.
I know it's not Jamaican, but I have no idea what it is either. Probably. Oh, now I know it's fucking.
That's like
okay.
that's like some makeshift Irish American wannabe.
Well, I wasn't trying to go for Irish, but okay. Now
I was trying to go for a like light Ugandan.
Yeah, Ugandan accent. Ugandan knuckles.
But unfortunately, these days there have been a few memes that have made that particularly.
I like how you try to be very general, and then you say, "Yeah, I was going for quite the Ugandan accent."
But I was. It's the only. Right, I'm really bad with places, and I'm really bad with names. And I'm really bad with remembering anything. So I was just, going for a voice that I thought might fit the scenario, because the only accent I can do other than that is Australian.
Your Scottish is quite funny as well.
My Scottish is funny, but it's awful.
Especially some words.
And my Australian is fucking amazing.
Why didn't you play an Australian character?
Because this character has a -1 in charisma, and if I do an Australian accent, I'm going to be +3 in charisma. If I step into a bar, motherfuckers will be ducking, and that will be that.
So I'm guessing you guys are gonna go to what are you gonna guys do basically?
Nala is
What
going
is
to
your
wait
plan?
until Mr. Magic Man is free.
Alright.
Mr.
Are you just gonna sit
Magic
like
Man.
outside and look at him while he's doing his Mr. Magic stuff?
Aggressively.
Oh. How do
Right.
you sit and watch aggressively?
Have you ever
With
seen
a
a killer
frown.
clown sitting outside of a house staring through the window? You could probably imagine it. That's the scene that you get, but without the makeup.
Okay.
After about another hour, you see the dagger lower itself to the table, and Colgan looks up. Oh, hello. How long have you been sitting there?
Nala stands up slowly. I've been sitting there for about an hour.
Oh, what time is it?
What time it is does not matter. If I brought you ragged papers, could you fix them?
What?
Remember, I wrapped up those that tattered book in leather?
Oh, yeah. Well, depends how far gone they are.
Sure. She reaches into her bag, brings out the wrap of leather, and bonks it on the deck.
Roll me.
Desk.
Well, never mind. You unroll the...
No, she leaves it. She just leaves it for him
Okay.
to unroll.
Okay, he carefully, as possible, unroll it. And as you see, basically flakes of what was paper lying there. I don't think this is salvageable.
You do magic.
Yes, but I can't turn back time.
Oh, I want a magician that is able to turn back time and do a magic explicit share impression.
What?
If I could turn back time,
A magic
Oh.
explicit share impression. What?
a really good share impression.
Oh, okay.
He takes another parchment, makes a rip down the middle, not the full way, and goes and waves his hand over it, mumbles a couple words, and it seals together. Like, I can do this, but he takes a flame to the paper and blows it out, and then tries to do the same thing, and nothing happens. But this doesn't work.
If you say so, I do not know magic.
All right. Well, it seems like something, at least, is talking through the dagger. Do not know what, but it's the dagger itself does not have a conscious.
Would you say that to use the dagger is to feed the voice?
He tilts his head a bit, looking at the dagger. No, I don't think so. It feels more like the voice. No, I don't think it feeds the voice.
Then why does the dagger want blood? The dagger gets nothing.
The dagger isn't conscious. It just stores the life force of the other creature until the wielder releases it.
But why does it want to?
Well, that's probably how it was made.
It was probably made to want to do what it does.
Basically.
Oh. I don't know how she'd react to that.
Well, it would be quite annoying if you made a tool that didn't want to be used in the way it was made.
Normally tools do not want or not want. That made sense, but I wish it didn't because it sounded so wrong.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. True. Someone a long time ago had different ideas than you have today.
Lots of people have lots of different ideas. You are not making sense.
Well, you say that a tool doesn't need to know or think what it wants. The person that made the dagger thought it did.
They needed a dagger to think for them because they were not very good at thinking for themselves.
A vein pops in. No, I'm kidding.
I could take the dagger with me, but if it annoys me, I will leave it in the forest. What do you say?
Sure, I already have written down everything I could get from it, I think.
Fine. Then she takes the dagger and she puts it back in the bum pouch.
In the
Not
what?
the bum pouch, like back in its sheath, attached to the bum side of her belt.
Okay, yeah. You have a dagger. It has 1 charge.
Did you just say you have a dagger?
Maybe?
Wait, you said it had 1 charge.
It has 1 charge.
Huh. Well, this is quite out of game, but it's interesting how it got the charge. Because we had the blood stains on the door, the blood on the floor.
What was in the bowl, sorry, at that place?
Bones.
The bone. 1 bone.
Oh, fair enough.
Like from that, like almost like the other temple. It was
Does
a
he not
different
want
bone.
the bone?
Did you take the bone?
Someone took the bone.
Didn't it? Either someone took the bones or it exploded.
It made off the off shards that it did again and
See, I'm really
flung-
confused, because, like, in the first place, I can't remember what we got from the bowl, and in the second place, I can't remember what we got from the bowl. So, in the first place, it was, like, a bone, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
In the second place, it was a bone.
Yes.
Why are we getting just bones?
Tyrion explained last time it was type of a key.
So we did keep a hold of them.
The first one you did. I don't know if you picked up the other one.
We
They just
well,
wanted that you threw them.
Tien totally would have.
If there were bones left after the explosion or the shockwaves, we took
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Nafai, I have had an... Wait, is Nafai there?
No,
The
I'm
fight's
not.
wandering around.
Nafai is fucking gone.
I just want to say, what did you expect?
I expected some loyalty, some trust, some bonding between people. Cooperation. To
You
triumph
were the
over
one
evil.
who's. You were
Says
actually the one who
Nala.
says, I'll be back in 1 hour, and then you just whooshed.
Why do you turn everything against me?
You don't
Why
have
are
a
you-
message. You can't talk
why-
to each other.
Why are you speaking to yourself?
She's mad.
It's this goddamn dagger. It plays tricks with my mind. So... Okay, going over everything that I've got, there's not really much else that I could do, so yeah, that's that.
Okay. You head back to your tent and sleep basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Does the
Yeah,
party
you
share a
have
tent?
There's a cluster of 4 tents with openings towards each other, but it's not the same tent.
Okay, Nala is going to wait sitting in the doorway. And when she sees Nafai arrive, that's when she starts conversation.
Okay.
Nafai, where are we going tomorrow? Are we leaving tomorrow?
Yeah, we should leave tomorrow. I really have no idea where we're going. We've been to the northernmost, the easternmost.
No, you've been to
Oh,
that one. That one.
oh. Well, we've been to the closest one and the northern. If we'd like to, see where the I don't know, King Kong or something like that, where he went, we should head to the easternmost temple and then head straight for the island we saw on last. But it may not be a good idea.
Alternatively, we could avoid the rivers by headed dead west.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an alternative. It doesn't matter to me. Just choose. You are leading this expedition. Remember, you are our guide.
Oh, lady, I
Be that
forgot
as it
to
may,
ask-
it is my... Huh?
Would you roll me a history check? I forgot to ask you that when you reach the village.
Dun, 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 dun. That was like my battle music for me trying to find history. Oh yes, 16.
Damn. You have heard about you've seen the festival before. You didn't really participate in it, but quite early in the morning they started playing drums and sending out goat loaded with items into the jungle.
Fucking tribes. Oh my god. Okay. When you said a goat loaded with items, what was in my head was a goat with like an AK-47 slung over its shoulders, like an M4 in its right arm.
No, more basically, it's like with sacks hung over it.
Yeah, like a pack donkey,
Yeah, basically pack donkey.
but a goat.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, I also wanted to buy 30 arrows. 20 arrows.
Arrows.
Arrows. I'll buy 2 quivers of arrows tomorrow, it's fine.
Yep.
Gold. Oh, I've got no... When I say no money, I mean very little. I'm trying to work out words here.
Yeah.
Is it one of those? Oh yes, talking very much. I am good.
I'm just really bad at remembering words. I don't know why I find English so difficult, but I couldn't remember the word guide that I have just remembered. Though I may be your guide, it is not my job to decide where I take you. You decide where you want to go, and I take you there. So, if we are trying to get this done, I think we should visit as many sites as we can as quickly as we can. If we head dead west, we need only cross one river to visit another site.
You do have a strong point. So, group, what do you say? Any other suggestion? No!
Snapping out of their trance for a second, they say in unison, We should look tomorrow. We should decide tomorrow."
Well, I'm deciding now. We'll go to the southern west temple.
In unison again, "Whatever you say." Not a queen, she knows the way.
Oh my, fuck off.
What?
Sorry.
What was that a reference to?
Memes.
The Ugandan meme. Sorry.
Oh.
I couldn't help myself. No, they did not say that. They nod and go into blank face mode again. Tyrion starts to meditate in his little tent.
I wonder what happened to Oni, man.
Yeah, me too.
Should we take 5 and try calling him?
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna end the session there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be a great, or not great, a short way to end the session, but
I'm guessing you go to bed, and just as the sun rises, drums wake you. That's as far as the session.
yeah. It will be a great way to start off the next week.
Okay, so is that the end?
Yeah.
That was a bloody short session. Okay.
It was quite nice, quite relaxed.
Yeah.
Agreed. It was quite relaxed.
Let's remove their blue tint. Leighton,
Yeah?
you should tell her about the frogs.
Oh, okay, right. The audio's still on for the stream.
I don't
So,
know.
this is
Yeah.
entertaining. I'll leave it in. So
Please
these bloody
do
frogs,
tell.
right?
Yeah.
They were a nightmare. So, we're on this island. We have no way of getting off the island. We're just there. And what we're trying to do is leave. So we're mapping the island out as we go. We head west, we head north again, we head northeast, working our way around the outside of this giant mountain. And we hear this
Okay.
high-pitched squeal. Now, you can probably find it on YouTube, but it was quite literally a screaming frog.
Yes. Angry little
Okay.
screaming frog.
And so we investigated. Bad move. We get poisoned. And then someone goes, okay, well, I hit the frog. They get poisoned.
Okay.
And then somebody else says, okay, I'll hit it with a ranged attack. You get shot from somewhere you don't see. You get poisoned. This goes on and on until we're all poisoned and all, like, one of the characters is barely alive, right? And as we're walking away, Rama's playing this Paladin? Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin.
Or was it Adam?
No, it's Rama.
Yeah. And so we say to Rama, you should have an ability, do you not? And he goes, no, I've got no ability, I don't have those spells. At the end of the session, we all look over his sheet together and, what the fuck wasn't he doing? I swear to God, he should have been doing something. What was it? And then we realise he's got, like, the ability to cure 3 people's poison without a check.
Uh-huh.
Two people's. He was on. You were on level 2 by that point, I think.
But still. Yeah. That can be quite frustrating.
And notes from on Luthia. This Leighton has made this note. Frog fuck. The frogs all deal poison damage, which sucks ass. If we have to fight them again, we need to focus all our damage on one frog at a time, and keep Rangram safe to use his touch, feely, strokey, and healy.
Touchy feely stroke and healy, yeah.
Oh, that's marvelous.
I do not have the token. I don't. Wait, did I remove all the monsters? That's sad. I thought I still had the notes for the frog.
I'm actually quite glad that we backed out of that fight.
Oh yeah, me too. It would have been hell.
The poison is quite one of the. It's. I looked into it. It's one of the most dangerous poisons you can have in D&D.
Really?
It doesn't deal much damage, but it deals consistent damage over a long time.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to get rid of.
Oh mate, it was scary. And then he was like, "Oh, hey, your characters all lived," and we were like, "Yeah, they did, Binary, just barely. Are you sure you were fair there? Are you sure you were doing a good job?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was fine." And then next session, he just killed off like 3 characters.
What?
2.
Okay, 2,
What is-
nearly 3.
Why? What
Well,
happened?
they decided to. Well, one character decided to foil the other character's plans by also jumping up onto a
Okay,
ship.
so
There
my
was
character's
wind-
really cocky, really high charisma, and
Yeah.
he jumps up onto the ship and says, "Hey, look, I'm literally better than all your crew members, and I'm stuck on this island. I need a way off it. So what do you say you take me onto your crew? What's the worst that could fucking happen? It's one guy against an entire pirate ship of people, right? Hire me. I'm more useless than this prick." And the pirate captain was like, "Okay, this prick, attack him." And I was like, "Okay, I can easily beat one guy, right?"
Yeah.
So I fire a spell at him, and it misses. So the literal child in the party decides,
Yeah.
"I'm going to climb up and help." And at this point, there's more people, so the pirate captain goes, "Wait a second, they're attacking us." And everybody comes to attack us.
Oh, don't forget that the pirate captain also is basically a shark person.
Oh, like from One Piece, or
Haven't seen One Piece.
I'm not sure if I should recommend it or not. But it's
I've
quite
seen
fun
the
to read
first.
at
I've
least.
seen the first half of the first episode, and I didn't.
Yeah, I prefer reading it, but they have like these, I think, mermen, but fishes and sharks and uh, octopus and jellyfish. And it's not only it's not the upper body of a man and the lower body of a ocean creature. It's like
If you
if
look in
you
Player Madness, you have an image of basically how the captain.
oh, I'll try to look into it. I really hope both Kenneth and Oni can make it next time. I'm not. I'm just gonna give a heads up. I'm not sure I can make it next week.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to make a session next week either, or the one after that. I have exams,
Yeah, me too.
and that will probably exclude Kenneth as well.
It depends on what he has for
Yeah,
examination.
yeah, true.
I know I just need to write an examination paper.
Yeah.
Well, if we need to miss a week, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
I'm not actually quite. I'm not that worried about it, but it's just thought I'd give you a heads up and a warning in case it happens. But
Yeah. Das ist gut. Sehr gut.
Okay, well, I'm going to end the stream.
Bye, everybody.
The session was only short, but it was good. And I'm also going to do a little shout out because I know my dad is watching through the Jungle of ZABO series.
oh,
Hello,
So-
Eric.
Eric, when you get to this point, you got a shiny fucking head. I'm going to end the stream
And by
now.
the way,
Love you all.
What?
when
Bye.
is it? Eric? When is the game starting?
Oh, his campaign. It's going to be a rather long time yet because he is very busy at the moment. But
know.
he's trying to organise stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, stream's over. Have a good evening all.
Bye bye.